what's going on to all of my Aries? So, okay, so you have the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands, Tower. You have the Five of Wands, the Strength, the Six of Cups, okay, King of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool. Interesting, okay. So a lot of stuff happening here. The Page of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Wands represents this being a situation for you where the Ten of Cups, excuse me, Page of Cups. I said Ten of Cups, Page of Cups. Page of Cups, right, and the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands is that you, Tower, you Aries have finally started to understand your own value, right? The Page of Cups, people come at you wrong with a disrespect, fronting like they're better than you. The Hierophant, you know what time it is. They come at you like that, time to leave. You're not even playing that game, ever, without exception, because that's people's plan. And it's, again, this is why I keep saying this. People, the vast majority of people who are dating really not, they're really not, because they're really not here with it or here, because that's their idea of talking to somebody. Their idea of being charming is to, well, I'm better than you. So, you know, right. Because that's going to do the job. That's going to, that's going to, that's going to entice people, so to speak, right? Okay. So the Ten of Wands, right? Maybe some of you Aries have told these people off. Look, I ain't got to put up with this. Point that I'm trying to make here, Aries, is you don't even have to tell them off. You can just leave. Sometimes you will tell them off, but for the most part, you want to just leave without even saying anything, because it is what it is. It is what it is. And the situation with that is that you, like I said, you're starting to understand your own value, starting to figure it out, right? So the Tower and the Five of Wands, right, represents this being a situation for you where you also have to take into consideration that you leaving them was the best thing that you could have done. It always is, because if the two of you are not necessarily compatible, there's no point in you sticking around, right? They're only going to show you their dysfunction even more, right? And dysfunctional people usually don't have a bottom of their dysfunction. It just keeps getting lower and lower and lower and lower, with infinitely, without an end. Because these are people who don't have any kind of decency. They will lie. You know what I mean? They will say, do anything. There's no integrity there to hold that value, right? There's no kind of, okay, I need to stop. There's no kind of restraint here to have that value. So these are people who will say and do anything to deflect from them getting their mind and their emotions under better control, right? So what happens is that the Tower and the Five of Wands is, so you have to leave that alone. The Tower is you maintain your value and you maintain your decency by leaving that alone. The Five of Wands represents here is the Five of Wands represents you being in a situation where, they may get upset for it, but who cares if they get upset? You Aries just need to keep cleaning the lame individuals out of your life. Because what I'm seeing here, you Aries may meet a lot of people that you Aries let get far and around your secrets and the things that are working for you, and they end up messing it up because of their envy and because of their own dysfunction. Because again, dysfunctional people are going to do what they're going to do. Would you let an addict around vast amounts of money. No. Why? Because they're gonna spend it on their addiction. They're gonna spend it on their addiction. So since we know this, you Aries are supposed to know what time it is. You can't bring these people around, you know, you can't let them get close enough in your life to start playing games with the things that are working for you. You Aries are supposed to be figuring it out. Y'all are supposed to know what time it is. So act like it, move like it, otherwise people are going to continue to do that, and, it comes to my understanding that Aries expect people to know the difference between correct and wrong. People do know the difference between correct and wrong, but sometimes people who have no integrity, because there are some, let me tell you like this, there are some people who are caught up in that problem, right? Those types of problems, who will at least they have the integrity enough, a sliver of integrity to let you know, don't get into this. This is a terrible idea. I've had people who got themselves caught up in that type of situations, right? In certain addictions. I'm not going to say what, told me directly, don't get caught up in this. This is a terrible idea. Trust me, don't get caught up in this. But then you have people, right, who want to play like they don't know the difference between right and wrong or correct and wrong, and they want you to give them a pass. Those people, you can't give them a pass. And if they want to be mad, if they want to be, if they want to tell about that's why it is that nobody hang out with you, that's BS. All of that deflection that they talking about, Aries, is BS. Those are people who are telling you that to get you to soften up and be like, oh, is that the reason why? Who are these people to solve those types of problems for you? And they can't even solve their own personal problems with their own dysfunctions, right? They come around you, Aries, they got to break something. They come around you, Aries, let them in, you show them a little bit of trust. What happens? They use your money for BS. They talk about how it is that they can't stand you. Why do people dislike Aries so much anyway? Because Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars in the mythology was the most disliked mythological force, right? And or mythological figure. But do people even know why they don't like Aries or why they don't like Scorpio, which are the zodiac signs that are ruled by Aries, ruled by Mars in the first place? Or are they just out here just looking for straws to pull at or straws to pull from? And then you have the Strength card and the Six of Cups. The Strength, the Six of Cups, the King of Cups is, again, all of this stuff that they was talking about, how this is why it is that you don't have anybody and why people don't like you. When you left, what happened? The Strength card, Six of Cups, now they're sorry behind, want to come back. Now they want to come back. Now they want to be like, oh, don't be like that. But it's too late for them, Aries. And if you Aries have any kind of self-respect, you would understand that it's too late, because there's too much that has been done already. This person said things to you that they can never take back, and they've gone down that rabbit hole in which they can never actually climb back from when it comes to you, or they should have went that far for you to never accept them back, because what they own is out of pocket. What they own is all over the place. That's what they own. You feel me? What they're on is out. What they own is out of there. It's out of there. It really is, because guess what? Now that they done their worst, or done their worst at the time for you or to you, now they want to come back after, right? The dysfunctional things that they done is over, and that dopamine is lowering. Now I gotta figure out a way to get back in. I can't believe I mess around and played these types of silly, tactics with the Aries. I gotta apologize. Now what they doing? They bringing they little dysfunctional selves back to y'all. Right? They bringing their dysfunctional selves back to y'all. All this ego that they have, they bringing it back to you. While at the same time trying to get back in. So on one hand, they want you to rock with them. They want you to be cool with them. But then on the other hand, though, right, they're still coming from the perspective of, well, why are you tripping? You know what I'm saying? That's why it is that people don't want to be around you, because you won't let anybody love you. Meanwhile, you Aries was doing the same thing that they're accusing you of not doing. You were trying to show them that you like them. You were trying to bring them into your world. You were trying to you was seeing if they could be trusted with more sensitive information. Look, I got money here, and this is how much I have, or I'm gonna give you some money. I'm gonna see if you can pay it to me back. I'm gonna see if you can give it to me back. I'm gonna see if you're a person of your word, a person, regardless of who it is, of your word. They failed that test. Now what? Now they, you should just accept me back. Just let me back in. But the strength is also, it also represents, you need to not also to retaliate against them, because that will lower your value. How? That'll get you all out of control and angry and out of there and interested in trying to see what they got going on and all this other type of stuff. You don't want to do with that. You don't want to deal with that, because then it turns into a bigger dysfunction. You'll forget the point of it in the first place. The point is, they were untrustworthy people because of their dysfunctions, their need to be cool, their need to, do the trendy thing in society where everybody's putting their relationship statuses out there and who they're in a relationship with for attention, all that type of dysfunctional stuff. And then you have the King of Cups represents this being a situation now where where they're coming back. You want to give this a try? The Ten of Pentacles and the Fool represents, you should tell them, nope. You tried it before. You Aries did it before. You tried it. It didn't work. They didn't. They just couldn't cool off. They just couldn't chill out with that. They just had to, I got to push the envelope. I got to push the envelope. I got to push the envelope some more. I got to do more. I got to try more. And they tried so much, they pushed the envelope so much, they played themselves so much to the point where you have the Fool. You Aries don't care, because you've been here on my YouTube channel watching this, learning the game for real, how it really is, not what these dating coaches tell you, not what these people who don't know what they talking about telling you, or people who do know what they saying, but they have some sort of ulterior motive to it or whatnot. You've been on my channel really getting the game. You know why it is that you can't go back, because there is no point in trying to make a dysfunctional relationship work if by definition it is dysfunctional. No. That foundation of love and respect and functionality within yourself as well as with each other, that teamwork, is the first thing that should be established. If it doesn't get established, it's a waste of time. And there's no exception to this, because we know why. You tried to do it. You tried to reverse engineer it, where y'all jump right on in and, immediately, just right here, let's get married. What happens? Doesn't last very long. It never does. So, and it creates the worst kind of breakups, actually. So you know why you can't go back. They played themselves. And the thing is, you Aries are starting to learn the fine art of subtlety, meaning they played themselves and you Aries allowed them to play themselves. But this goes right back into why it is that I say that most people are dysfunctional. Let's clarify the fool. Most people are dysfunctional because they're so off their rocker, they're not even paying attention to, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should slow down because I'm on some BS. And they played themselves because of it. So to clarify the fool, you have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Cups. Oh, now they want to come back like the Six of Cups denotes, but you already know what time it is. You're not going back. Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. The Six of Pentacles, now they're talking about they'll do anything and they'll change and don't worry about it. They'll do better. The Nine of Wands, they're so sick and tired of meeting people who are fake anyway. Yeah, but you Aries are real and they played you. So what does that say? Let's clarify the strength. Because we already know what the Six of Cups is. They're going to come back. Bellyache. So to clarify the strength, the reason you want to know why I make that sound? I make that sound because I can't tell y'all the times I've had people coming back to me, telling me that I once dated, coming back to me, telling me all types of stories about things that I don't even care about. Oh, my car broke down. You mean the same car that you was stunting on me with? You were better than me now that you got that car. You got yourself a used car. You didn't even fix the used car up to where it could be just like new. It could compete with the new cars. What happened? You took a shortcut when it comes to actually fixing up the car. Now what happened? The car broke down, and then now you humbled now. Now you got yourself back down to my level. Oh, my level now. That's interesting. That's a very interesting concept. So to clarify the strength, that's how they moving with y'all. You have the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the World, and the Eight of Swords to clarify the Strength card. Be careful, again, Queen of Swords, like I said, be careful not to be harsh towards them because the damage is already done. There's nothing else you need to do other than leave them alone and keep it pushing forever. That's it. You won. The Five of Pentacles. Yes, I know, okay, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles. You know that it will feel good to tell them off. But they played themselves, and they know that. The World, the Eight of Swords, you have your own issues that you have to deal with. You think about your own issues. And you could even tell them that, and keep it pushing. Or you can choose to tell them nothing and leave them cold just like that and have them really distraught. It's up to you. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get this YouTube channel to 3,500 subscribers by the end of January. Right now, I have 3,254 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all by clicking it so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. My book is already done. Already have the cover art for it and everything like that. All I need to do is just register it with the Library of Congress. Of course, there will be a fee attached to it. So I need y'all to come through, purchase my services, get a reading, get a birth chart reading, get all that stuff, right? Get whatever it is that you want so that way I can actually notarize, right, this book by the Library of Congress so that I can get this book out to y'all, right? It's a book on the clip-off, right? The clip-off, how to utilize the clip-off authentically and how not to get caught up in the clip off, right? And in the book, I teach y'all the safest way and the way to actually navigate it instead of people who don't know what they're talking about. That's it. Peace.